Hi there, Mariz here. Welcome to the very first episode of our Tableau series. I'm so excited you're here. If you've been wanting to upskill and learn Tableau or even build your personal portfolio, then you're exactly in the right place. For this series, you don't need to have any background or experience with Tableau. So if you're a total beginner in Tableau, then this series is for you.
Before we jump in, you might have already heard of the different versions of Tableau, which can be confusing. In this series, we'll focus on the core Tableau visualization tool, which comes in 4 variations. Basically, you have your paid options, the Tableau Desktop and Tableau Cloud, and your free versions, the Tableau Public Desktop and Tableau Public Web Authoring. The biggest difference between the paid and free versions is data privacy. When you use the free version, your visualizations are public on the web. So never ever upload confidential company data there. Take note though that as a professional analyst, your company is going to pay for those private licenses because they need to keep sensitive data private. But the good news is, for learning and practicing, the free version works just fine. And in this series, we'll be using the Tableau Public Web Authoring, which we will call Tableau Public for short. It's a free browser-based platform that allows you to create and share data visualizations without installing any software. The user interface is practically identical to the paid version, meaning every single skill you learn in this series is going to transfer directly to the workplace.
So what are we doing today? By the time this video is over, you will have accomplished 4 main things. First, you'll have your completely free Tableau Public profile created. Then you'll have connected your very first dataset, and you'll be comfortable navigating the Tableau workspace. And finally, we're going to build a quick sample chart. Alright, grab your coffee and let's get you set up.
First, go to tablewpublic.com. Link is also available in the description. On the upper right corner, you will see the buttons Sign Up and Sign In. Click Sign Up to start creating your Tableau profile. Then you will be directed in this Create Your Tableau page, where you'll be asked to fill out your name, email, and choose a password. Once done, click the Create My Account button. And just like that, you now have a Tableau account. You will see a message like this one saying that you will receive an email to confirm your Tableau registration. So let's check out the email, and here it is. So the confirmation email looks like this, and it says here to activate your account, please click on the following. And just like that, our Tableau account is now active. And we're back to the Tableau Public site. Let's now sign in using our Tableau account. So once signed in, on the Tableau homepage, you will see your profile picture here on the upper right corner. If you just created your account, you will most likely see just a standard icon here. To view your profile, simply click on the icon and select My Profile. Okay, so here you can customize your profile. You can update your profile picture, add your bio, and even customize your banner. So you can customize your profile however you like, but that's not the focus of this video. Now let's start creating a visualization. So on your profile, you will see this Create button. Simply click on it and select Viz. You will be redirected to Tableau's user interface, where you'll be asked to connect to the data you need to visualize. I provided a sample data in the description below. If you haven't already, feel free to pause this video to download it. Now, there are many ways to connect to a data source in Tableau. For this video, let's go to Files. And from here, you can either drag and drop a file or upload from computer. I will select Upload from Computer and select my dataset. Then click Open. And just like that, we now have connected our dataset to Tableau. On the left side, you will see the data source you just connected, which is the Superstore dataset. And below that, you will see the 3 different tables or sheets contained in that dataset. So it's called sheets as these are literally the sheets contained in our Excel file. So just to show you really quickly, I'll open the Excel file of our sample data. And as you can see, we have 3 different sheets here, the orders, returns, and people, which is exactly what you're seeing in Tableau. Alright, so let's go back to Tableau. Let's drag the orders table onto the canvas. Okay. And now we have here the metadata grid and over here the data grid. So the metadata grid basically gives you an overview of the information contained in our table. So we have here the field type, which shows if the information is a number, string, or date, etc. Then we have the field name, which is basically the column names in our table. And we have the table name, which is orders. So if I remove the orders and bring over people instead, okay, so we can see that the people table only contains 2 columns or 2 field names, both of which are string types, and the table name is people. Okay, so let's bring back orders again. So that's the metadata grid. Let's now go to our data grid. Let's click update automatically so you don't have to click on that every time. So this section basically shows you a more detailed information of your table. It contains the rows and columns of your table. So all of the field names we see in the metadata grid, we see as column names here in the data grid. Take note though that this only shows a limited number of rows. In this example, it's only showing 100 rows. We can increase this, for example, 1000. And there you go, but there's really no need for that. Again, this is just a preview of our data source. So we've now explored the essential parts of our data source page. In order to create a data visualization, we will be using a Tableau worksheet. So let's now go to sheet 1. On top of our Tableau worksheet, we have the toolbar, which contains the quick commands such as undo and redo. Below, we have the status bar, which shows us all the sheets contained in our workbook and which sheet we're currently working on. In this case, sheet 1. On the left side, we have the sidebar, which contains 2 tabs, the data and analytics. Under the data tab, we can see all the information contained in our table. We have all of the columns listed here, or what we call the field names. And under the Analytics tab, we can see Tableau's built-in calculations, which you can use to analyze or model your data. We also have the Marks and Shelves area, which contains the rows and columns, pages, filters, and marks card. And finally, we have the View area, where our visualization will appear. Let's test it out and create a sample chart. On the upper right corner of our workbook, we can see the Show Me menu. So this is basically your built-in visualization assistant, which can be very useful especially for beginners. It gives you suggestions on what charts are logically possible depending on the fields you're working on. As you can see, all charts are grayed out for now because we haven't selected any field yet. Let's test it out and select, say, order date and sales. So before you select sales, make sure you're holding down on the control key or command key, because if you're not and just select sales, it will just select sales and not include order date. So let's repeat that. Select order date, and while holding on the control key or command key, I will select sales. Now in the Show Me menu, as you can see, a couple of charts have been highlighted. This is Tableau telling you that based on the fields you've selected, these are the suggested charts that are logically possible. For this one, let's select the continuous line chart. Now we can see our sales trend from 2023 to 2026. Let's say that instead of by year, we want to see the sales trend by quarter. To do that, go to the order date pill in the column shelf and click on the arrow down button. And instead of year, select quarter. And there you go. Now we can see how the sales trend in more detail. We can even go further by changing the view to by month. And there you have it.
And we are done! Great job getting through this setup phase. Let's look at everything you just accomplished. You successfully set up your profile, then you connected your data, and you now know where exactly things are like the marks card and data pane, and you already built your first basic chart. That is a massive first step. You've now got the foundation officially locked in, which means that you're completely ready for the fun part, which is the practical application. In the next video, we're going to dive right in and start building our first official charts from scratch. Make sure your work is saved, take a quick break, and I will see you in episode 2.